I'm Erin Williamson, and I've been asked to introduce the Poet in Residence project and explain a little bit about how and why it came to be. And essentially, the Poet in Residence project started because I'm a fourth generation Burien resident, or Burien citizen, and I decided it was time that we had a poet write about and reflect on our community. So I created this Poet in Residence project with support from the Burien Arts Commission and For Culture. And although there's always much work needed to be done to improve a community, poetry, creativity, and the arts form a vital part of our civic dialogue. It is language that underpins a democracy. It's language that forms the framework of our laws. Language is the currency of debate. Words is what you all use to move ideas towards consensus and civic projects towards completion. And sometimes our language, the language of citizens, the language of leaders, can become coarse and ineffective. And when that happens, when language starts to sound like rocks in our throats, it's up to poets and artists to step in and help us renew our habits and refresh the way we use language. It's up to the poets to remind us that respectful and creative language is the only kind of language that has power. And it's up to poets to remind us that words can facilitate positive change, and words can form connection between ideas and help build community. And so luckily, 18 months after the idea of this project was born, a group of citizens came together and found a poet, Raul Sanchez, to step in and help Burien with our poetry. Raul Sanchez is a writer, a translator, a generous and remarkable teacher. His work has been nominated for the Washington State Book Award, and he is a mentor to young writers, including in the Highline School District. As the poet selected for this citizen-led Poet in Residence project, Raul has spent many days exploring our city. He taught a free public writers workshop for poets and aspiring poets from Burien, and it was well attended and just a wonderful day. He's given a free public reading, and tonight he is here to share a poem that he wrote, which is a reflection on his time in Burien and in honor of our city's 25th anniversary. And the poem, and I think you all have a copy, it's now property of the city of Burien, and it's for us to share. And I would encourage you to take it home and read it, and then write a poem of your own. So thank you. Raul.
Thank you very much. Bienvenido, señor Sánchez.
Honorable Jimmy Bata and the Council of City of Burien, Erin Williamson, thank you for creating the program, and the other group of citizens, and all of you for coming out here tonight. And hopefully this will bring some memories and the images that I portray here through these words, so that you'll get out, go around to all these places that we don't know. Me, as a person that doesn't live here, enjoyed them and discovered all kinds of wonderful areas that are just suitable for anybody that wants peace and quiet to be able to see and visualize and absorb everything that the city has. Bountiful Burien. Wholesome winds blow across the Salish Sea. The city stands unsullied, while anxious waves crash against the rocks on Thames shore, as seen from Poet's Nest. The Lucio Sea people knew their natural treasures, revered and protected the old-growth forests and their hunting grounds. Along the Duwamish, tended cranberry bogs in the riparian waters. Nestled in briny air, old trails and winding roads spread the city from the magnificent valley Michael Kelly viewed. Sunnydale is still its name. Jacob Ambom hacked the early roads in 1909. Now, First Avenue cuts through the city, north to south, like an arrow in flight. West of the boulevard, there is a glacial spring that feeds Burien Lake, pristine. Beyond the shadow of the needle, glass towers, loading cranes, and jungle to the north, where ferries cruise the Vashon, from Vashon to the mainland. All Burien shows vestiges of the early days, made old by time. We still adore that rusty, rusty old sign of tin shop plumbing supplies, and Hayes Feed country stores still open for urban farmers. Ambon Boulevard, a testament between modest and affluent homesteads. Winding roads lead to the shore where luxury homes watch the sun set across Puget Sound. In Burien, people speak the language of food. Thailand's curry, Vietnamese pho, Oaxacan mole, Italian meatballs, tortas locas, Australian meat pies, Greek lamb, and Nepalese tukpa soup. Go ahead, smarty pants. I'll see you at 9:09 for coffee and wine. From 3 Point to Manhattan, across 5 corners up to Boulevard Park, we revel in Dwayne's garden patch to watch the colors bloom beneath the flight path. From all points, Shorewood, then south to Seahurst Park, Burien, this land of dreams, watches the world fly in and out, just west of 99. Burien's indelible history shines like sunlight through the center of Helios Pavilion. Its green spears point to Tahoma, and the Mother of Waters waits while the clouds evaporate. Seola Beach gushes with light, and Seahurst Park, a destination at the very end of Shorewood Drive. Burien is a place of destiny, awaiting all with open arms. Thank you.